A woman gives birth to a child but feels deeply sorrowful. Her husband, after confirming multiple times, decides to flee with the child, because there's a rule on the island. If a woman gives birth to only one child, it must be thrown into the bottomless abyss. A few years ago, twin brothers were fishing at sea. They encountered a massive tsunami. They were swallowed by the ocean and sank to the bottom. Fortunately, a twin emperor appeared from the sea. He rescued them from the waters, and granted them Twin Island, making them kings of this place. But the emperor had a bizarre condition. They must offer him sacrifices. Everything had to come in pairs, no matter what. Even children born must be twins. If there's only one, it would be thrown into the abyss by the emperor. They strictly followed the emperor's rules, and governed the island to prosperity. Until this day, when a woman let out a horrific scream, the Red King burst through the door to check. His wife was crying on the bed, because she had given birth to only one boy. The king confirmed repeatedly that his wife had only one child. He immediately rode his motorcycle and took the child away, then sped up to reach the twin temple. He knocked the offerings off the table, placed the child on the table, used a crystal stone to pose as another child, then knelt down and prayed devoutly. Soon the crystal transformed into a child. When he picked up the twins to show them off, the crystal child fell and shattered. The ground instantly cracked open with a fissure, causing the twin statue island to break apart. The twin emperor flew into a complete rage, demanding he throw the child into the abyss immediately. But the king ignored the rules and quickly fled with his child. The twin emperor pursued relentlessly, finally cornering him at the cliff's edge, and blocked the entrance with giant rocks. Before him lay only a suspension bridge, and the path was treacherous. For his child's sake, he wiped away his tears and risked his life crossing the bridge. But another accident occurred. He was hit by an oncoming motorcycle and fell. When he woke up, he found a child on the ground, while his own child had disappeared. He kept looking around and was amazed to discover his brother was also there. After mutual agreement, they each took back their own child, then removed the jade pendants from their necks and joined them together. With a thunderous roar, Twin Island began to close and merge into one whole island. The twin emperor tried to stop the island's fusion, but despite using all his strength, it was futile. Finally, he could only give up and leave the island. Without the emperor's control, the island instantly burst back to life. From then on, they no longer made offerings to the emperor. For the sake of their children, they reached a consensus to throw away their crowns. But the Blue King hesitated. He suddenly realized Twin Island couldn't exist without kings, so the two began fighting over the crown.